folks that decide to be chair of the Georgia Society, when they accept that responsibility, they accept the responsibility for several years before and after. The chair is supposed to help the board set a direction. This year we've gotten a chance to really start some major initiatives at the state level and to start some legislative issues that I think are so important for our profession. Are there things I wish we had done this year that we didn't get accomplished? Absolutely. I wish that we had gotten House Bill 291 passed without a shadow of a doubt in the original form that it was in. It's a commitment, and it has been fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I have gotten to meet some really wonderful people as a result of being the chair. I've gotten to go all over the state. CPAs are good folks. It doesn't matter whether they live in South Georgia, whether they live in North Georgia. Where they live, they're good folks. It's neat to see that when we moved to Warner Robins, there were 4 CPA firms here basically, and all of them are at Nichols, Colley & Associates now. All of them have been merged into our office, so that's pretty cool.
You know, he wanted to work, and he loved what he was doing.
My entire life, my dad has gone to this place and done things that I have no idea about, and met with people that I don't know, and has, business relationships with people I've never met. So being a part of that, being introduced to these people, it kind of puts 2 and 2 together, puts my dad's work life and what I've known about him all kind of in one box, and makes me understand him a lot more. Being able to spend time with my dad, even though in a work environment, seeing what he does day to day, being a part of what he's doing day to day, has actually, I think, had a good impact on our relationship.
It's easy to work with folks that have the same ideals as you. The philosophy here is that we want folks that enjoy being here, like to work together. When you're a CPA, you're together with those you work with, sometimes more than those that you live with at home. So we try to make sure everybody's a good fit here. Marlan's generosity has made me a much more generous person.
He's just a fine, outstanding person. He's easy to work with. He's full of integrity. He's never told me anything that wasn't true, or if he errs, it's on the side in your favor. He is good at his profession. He's a big picture kind of guy. He cares about his clients. His client service is something very important to him, and he'll go the extra mile for the client, and I admire that in him.
He sees everybody as a colleague. At the same time, he's very competitive and but just has a lot of empathy. So when you put competitiveness and empathy for others and the desire to look at his peers, his colleagues, it just it's some very good attributes to bring to any organization. With his conceptual mind, being able to do so much more with it than just accounting. Accounting's an art, it's not a science. And if you're conceptual, you can paint a picture that sometimes nobody else can see.
He is an endless source of ideas and thoughts and keen observations, but he genuinely makes it fun. And rising, to the challenge that he presents, or that he wants us to rise to, is fun because he makes it fun. He wants everyone to feel better, be better, work better, be better people, and he gives of himself and his things endlessly to that goal. Working with Marlan, quite honestly, is humbling because he makes me want to be better than I am.
He cares about people, he cares about the history that we have here and the airplanes and the kids. And the education programs. Last year, 50,000 kids came through education programs here. And all he wants to do is help, and he's really smart. He's got a real feel for how to run an organization. And again, he's passionate about our education programs, and that's what's so important to us. I just think just the way he deals with people and as a leader, just a good community servant.
My partners have all been believers. My partners have all had a faith background, and And so I think from that's one of the guiding principles in our credo that we believe in God and we're going to live in accordance with that. It makes you know that people have needs, and it doesn't matter whether people have needs financially or whether they have needs physically or they need shelter or food or whatever. People have needs, and I think it makes you be more compassionate.
Throughout the spring, I would always, have stuff going on with school or an award ceremony or whatever, and it wasn't always easy for him to be there, but he would make it if it was important. Yeah, I've always felt especially loved by my dad, and he's always been really supportive.
Man, I just always knew that he loved me, always knew that he cared about me, always knew that he had my best interest in mind.
I think Brandon was telling Marlan the other day, he had a memory of a ball game that Marlan went out of his way to make sure he came. And that's what our kids remember, is their parents behind them 100%, and helping them to pursue whatever they were interested in.
He is in his leadership role, whether it's with the family, whether it's with the firm, the community. So much of the time that he gives, he's doing it, he's down there making it happen and not just directing it to happen.
I think God's plan for my dad to have a successful business was because he knew that my dad would steward that business very well.
As CPAs, we all feel like what we do is important. We all feel like what we do is something that is beneficial to our clients, is beneficial to society. And so life is about trying to help other people accomplish something. And hopefully in life, that's what you are. You're an example to other people. Hopefully we show that we love and care for people simply by the way we live our life. And I hope that's something that I accomplish. If you leave anything in this world, that's what you should leave.